Hello, replay viewers. You can still tap the screen and give me hearts, and you can share this training if you would like to on this new Periscope button. So let's get stuck into this, guys. Matt, welcome along. Great to see you here. Rob, welcome to the building. I got a few hearts for that sudden drop. I just like to keep you on your toes, give you that little adrenaline kick, just like whoa, dropping you just suddenly. I like to do these sudden things. David, welcome. I have this nervous tick today. So guys, we're talking about the new Periscope button. It's just been announced. Steve, welcome to the building. Just been announced overnight. Hey dude, how's it going? There's a new button on Periscope, okay? You may have heard of it, you may not have heard of it. I'm gonna tell you what this button is, how it can get you more viewers, and the best way possible to use it. I'm gonna show you where you need to go and grab it, and how you use this properly. John, welcome to the building. We're also gonna announce the share contest winner from the last broadcast, okay, from the last show that I did. And I'm also gonna have a sharing contest for this session as well. Ryan, welcome to you. NEWSFLASH, welcome to you. I know we've got some new viewers on here. We've got some viewers that joined us from the previous show, and we've got some long-time viewers. Shareden17, welcome to you. Great to see you. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Actually, before we get started here, Team Moritz has already shared in the building. Team Moritz obviously knows the plan. I'll tell you about this a couple of times, guys, before we get stuck into this button, what this magic button is. It's been released overnight. It's been announced. I've checked it out. I've started using it already. It's awesome. You really want to get this. I'm going to tell you what it is. But we are running a sharing contest on this live show today. And what that means is every time you share, you get entered into the competition to win my endorsement. I'm going to endorse you. Hey, Ramon, how's it going? To my 5,000 followers on Facebook. That means I'm going to blast out a link of your choice. Hey, Billy, how's it going? Great to see you here, Billy. Previous student of mine, now super successful internet entrepreneur. You're gonna win a prize, and I'm gonna blast you out and endorse a link of your choice out to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. Okay, now to win that prize, you need to share this broadcast right now. N.A. Paul, thank you for sharing. How you do that? Kay Wilson, welcome to the show. What you do is you click the little man at the bottom right of your screen, and then you scroll up a little bit. Black, Nick, Rob, thank you for sharing on Twitter. And Paul, thank you for sharing again. Shareden has joined. Kondala Roakawatawa has just joined. So thank you to you. Apologies if I got your username wrong. So yeah, every time you share, guys, Infinite Apport, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Trevor, welcome to the building. What's going to happen is you'll get an entry to the competition. Billy shared. Skip Baseball's just shared. And I'm going to pick a contest winner. Sergerius, welcome to you. Infinite Apport has shared twice. John Moss, welcome along. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an entry into the competition, and the winning prize of the competition is me blasting out a link of your choice, so me personally endorsing you to my 5,000 followers on Twitter, on Facebook, with a link of your choice. Okay, could be an affiliate link, could be a homepage, could be your Periscope profile, whatever it is that you want. I will blast it out. Obviously, within reason. If you're going to be selling guns or whatever, I probably won't. Team Moritz has done it twice. Now, how you share, guys, and then we'll get stuck into what this magic button is. I know we've got a lot of new viewers here as well. Yonan, welcome to you. If you are new, by the way, just in the little chat box, just put new, okay, and I'll see on the screen. I'll know if you're new. Type Memori, too many Lisas. Too many Lisas, there can't be too many Lisas in the world. I've got a sister called Lisa. Farmboy Marsh has just joined. We're talking about this brand new button. Yonan, welcome to you. Infinite Apport has just shared on Facebook as well, so thank you to you. That is, I think, 3 shares for you. Sajarius Bruce, new from South Africa, awesome. We're talking about this new button that's been released by Periscope, and what it's going to do is going to get you more viewers. Now, it's not officially called a Get More Viewers button, but that's exactly what it will do for you. I'm going to tell you what this button is. I'm going to tell you where you can get it. I'm going to tell you how you can use it and the best ways that you can start implementing this to get tons more viewers to every single Periscope that you do. We're running a sharing contest. Hey, welcome to you from Annie Paul from Australia. We're running a sharing contest on this show, guys, right? So what that means is whenever you share, you get one entry into my competition. I'm going to pick a winner, and you're going to win a free promotion endorsement from me out to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. My name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. Alex, thank you for that. Yes, exactly, that is the link. We're going to go through that in a second. I'm going to share it with you. Okay, guys, let's get stuck into it, okay? Here's the button. Let me just switch screen. Okay, so this is the button, okay? If you've not seen this, hey Alex, good to see you here. This is the button. This is what it's going to look like. This is a button. It's not on Periscope, right? It's something that you'll be putting on your website, okay? And you can choose either a large option or that small option underneath. And let's just read what Periscope says, okay? It's the on-air button. Periscope lets you embed profiles anywhere on the web. The Periscope on-air button displays the user's live status and username. The special thing about the widget, I still have the Willy Wonka suit, is that it comes to life when you're live, okay? Clicking the button will open a new window displaying the user's profile page. So basically what you can do with this button, thank you for all the hearts, guys, I appreciate it. I know this is a really good tip. I've only just discovered this one myself. It went live overnight, so a lot of people around the world are waking up to this, wondering what the hell's going on. Let me tell you how you do this, okay? So what you do is you put in, actually I'm going to have to take the, let me just take my phone out here. I'm going to have to get a little bit up close and personal, I think, to really show you the detail on this. So 1 second, let me just yank this sucker out of the tripod. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put, hey Bobby, great to see you here. Guys, if you are new, my name is Michael Cheney. I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've been making a full-time living from the internet since the year 2000. If you want to get daily tips from me on Periscope and internet marketing, make sure you follow me, okay? Click the little dude icon at the bottom right of your screen if you're watching live, okay? Click that and then follow me for further updates, okay? So what you do is you put your name in here, right? So you put your name in here, Michael, your username, my mistake, okay? You put your username in here, your Periscope username, right? Next, you move over here and you select large. Do not go for the small button, okay? Size does matter, okay? Ladies, you are right, okay? Size does matter. Bobby, if you've just joined, we're talking about this magic button and Periscope has just announced. This is the web address to go and get it. Periscope.tv/embed, okay? Flip round for a second, okay? You can take a screenshot right now of this URL on your phone. If you press the home button and the power button at the same time, you'll get this screenshot. I'm going to pull a stupid face, screenshot it. Okay, you'll see the cameras floating up. So you press the power button and the home button. There you go. Somebody's taking a screenshot. And that gives you the URL. You can also share that on Twitter if you want to share it with your followers. And as I've said, we are running a sharing contest today on this show. Everybody that shares gets entered into the contest to win a promotion and an endorsement from me to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. Somebody asked a question there about how long I've been online. I missed it because I was goofing off, making some kind of funny face for that screenshot. So if you want to ask that question again, feel free to do so. Okay, let me just switch this over again and get back into the details of this button. Actually, before we do that, let's just have a quick look at this profile page. This is pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen this, this is like a live heart count, okay? So every time people give me hearts, you'll see this go up. At the minute, we've got 18,766. I'm hoping to hit, thank you, Rob, for inviting followers. I appreciate that. I'm hoping to hit 20,000 by the end of the show. You can see when you tap on, whoever's got the pink hearts, wherever you're tapping on the screen, it will start to shoot up. There's a little bit of a delay, obviously, with the interwebs. But you can see that shoot up. I'm aiming for 20,000 hearts, guys, by the time we finish this show. That would be awesome. You've got a page like this as well. I recommend you do this. It's quite a cool strategy. People love to see it tick over. Like, we're probably going to do it. Hopefully we'll do it. But it's just periscope.tv/your username. Okay, my username is Michael Cheney. If you're loving these tips, give me hearts. If you want to get more tips like this on future broadcasts and future live shows with me, then click the little dude icon at the bottom right of your screen right now and follow me, and you'll be getting updates from me on my next shows. Okay, let's get back to this button. Okay, thank you, Alex, for the URLs. Alex is my unofficial PA here, and he's going in and he's giving you the information that I'm giving you, which is awesome. So, this is the button, right? You take this button, you put this in here. So we got as far as entering your username, your Periscope username here, right? So you put your username in here, and you select the size of your button. The URL to go and get this magic button, by the way, is periscope.tv/embed. Periscope.tv/embed. Sorry for the shakiness, guys, but I can't put this in a tripod and show you the screen and, thank you, dude. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate it. Ryan, it's your first time trying Periscope. Awesome. Great to see you here, dude. And follow me for updates. I'd love to give you more information and more tips and training. So, What we do, guys, so you've done this, right? You put your username in, we've selected a large button, and what we're going to do is we're going to click Create Button. Okay, and what you get here is embed code, right? This is special code. You click the copy button, it's copied. You now go and paste this into a website of your choice, okay? Now, I'm just going to go over to one of my websites here, and let me just see if this will work. This is where we really basically see what's going on. This is one of my promotions. This is my blog, 6 large ones and not a hooker in sight. This is one of the promotions that I've done recently. But you can see here, right? This is the top of my blog. You can see how I've been featured on LBC, The Independent, Daily Mirror, Daily Telegraph, Business 2.0, Reader's Digest, The Times, NBC, all that stuff, okay? Alex, it's a good idea. You could potentially put it in your email signature. I don't know if all email software would actually allow that for you, enable you, let you do that. But it's not a bad idea. I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can use this. But basically, what I've done is I put this on my blog, right? So you can see this. My blog, incidentally, is, I may as well throw the URL out there, michaelcheney.com/blog, and I put the button here, right? It only went live a few hours ago in terms of being announced on Periscope, but you can see, and I didn't know this. This is a world exclusive, guys. Give me some hearts if you're excited as excited by this as I am. I am freaking excited. It's flashing. The button is flashing. Okay, so anybody that goes to my blog right now, bearing in mind I've got about 88,000 people on my mailing list, so a lot of people do visit my blog. They'll see this live button, right? Because I am live right now. When I stop this show, which could be, I don't know when we'll stop it, but when we stop the show, this will revert and it will go back and it will look like, let's just refresh this sucker again. It will look like that blue button, okay? So when you're not live, it will show that. And what it will happen when people click that button on your website is it's going to, David, I don't know what you're asking. What do you mean a bit.ly shortcut? A bit.ly shortcut for this URL, periscope.tv/embed, or are you talking about something else? If you want to know how to do this, you go to this website, periscope.tv/embed, and you follow the steps that I've shown you. So if they click this button when you're not live, they'll go to your profile page, right, on Periscope, which is like this, except it's not live. Look at that. We're nearly at 20,000 hearts, guys. Thanks for the support. Really, really appreciate it. Let's just do it now. Come on, let's get this over with. Let's get up to 20,000. Let's make it happen, guys. Alex, yes, you may give one tip. If it's not a 10 out of 10 tip, I may ban you for life. Boom! Okay, we've got to 20,000. So if you're not live, it will take people to your profile page like this. And if you are live, of course, it will take you to the same page, but you'll have a show going on as we've got a show going on here. So this is really weird. We've got a camera of a camera of a camera. Okay, so let me just... again. Okay, so I'm just flipped over here. So that's how you get the button, okay? But there's a couple of things that you need to know. Let me just stick this in the tripod. Hiya! About how the best way to use this button, okay? Because I'm a big believer in not doing what most people do, right? If you do what most people do, you'll get what most people get, and most people get sweet FA, i.e. nothing, okay? I.e. nothing. So what most people are going to do, thank you for the invite, Brian. We are running a sharing contest, okay, right now. Let me just grab a cup of tea. Hearts for the tea, guys. I heart tea. I drink red tea. It's from South Africa. I know I've got some South Africans on today's show, so welcome to you if you are from South Africa. If you're a first-time viewer, put the word new in. I'd like to give you a shout-out. And you can also, thank you for sharing, Ian, appreciate it. You can, A. Cooper, 1967, Brian Oliver, you're the first-time viewer here. I know you've been a long-time follower of mine from various different stuff, but great to see you on here. So yeah, I was getting back, I was saying earlier on about what most people do, okay? That's cool. You're getting likes on your Facebook share. That's great. Rooibos tea. Exactly, Sagiris. That is it. Rooibos tea, red leaf tea. Okay, guys. If you're new to me, this is the first time you've joined me on one of these Periscope shows. I do almost daily shows, tips and tricks on Periscope, how to get more views, more hearts, more shares. Make sure you follow me so that you don't miss out on the next live show, okay? Yes, Alex, that's a good tip. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, what most people do is not what you should be doing, okay? Most people are going to use this new kind of get more viewers button from Periscope. And what they're going to do is they're just going to grab it and they're just going to throw it on their website and they're going to leave it at that, okay? You don't want to do that. I've taken it the extra mile, okay? I've already shown you my blog. Let me just see if I can show you another place that I've put this to give you another idea of how you can use this button. Bearing in mind, people are going to see this little Periscope icon here. If I just, let's flip the screen here. Okay, so this is in one of my products. Okay, this product's called the Commission Machine. And this is a members area. So you've got to buy to be taken into this product. I know we've probably got some members of this product in here. But looky here, at the bottom, what have I got? Well, yes, I've got a picture of myself and my kids, James and Holly. But I've also got my Periscope button in my members area, right? So that buyers are going to see this and either follow me if I'm not live. I'm a bit younger, cheeky git. Only about 6 months. So they can follow me live, okay? So it's another good place to put, let's just switch it over, to put your Periscope on. Now, let me just give you a quick tip. I keep forgetting to mention this one. It's a bonus tip. It's not actually about the button, but when you're flipping cameras in Periscope, you know, you can have the front-facing camera, as I'm talking to you right now, and then you've got the back-facing camera. When you switch between those, which you should do during your broadcast, make sure you stop talking, okay? Because the mic will stop. All right? I've seen this in broadcasts. I've done it myself. I've made the same mistake myself. It's not continuous, right? So when you double tap, there's maybe about a second where the audio will be lost. So make sure you pause for breath, finish the sentence, double tap on the screen to flip the camera, and then continue. Okay, so that's a bonus tip for you. I mean, you know, I'm just too generous. So one of the places you can share this, obviously, is on your blog. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Appreciate it. Is on your blog sidebar, right? Putting it on your blog. You could do a blog post about it and say, look, I'm on Periscope now. This is where you should follow me. The other place you can put it, of course, is you want to put it on your homepage. You've got a homepage of your website. You could put it on your, thank you for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. You could put it on your sales letters. All right, I have thought about this. I was getting really excited this morning. I was like, I'm going to put it on all my pages. I'm going to put it on my sales letters. And I'm like, well, on your sales letter, you want a single call to action, right? You want a single driving force of what you want people to do, which is click on the buy button and go and buy your stuff. You don't necessarily want them to be going and thinking, oh, I'm just about to buy. Actually, you know, this guy's live. Let me go and watch his Periscope on how to pick your nose effectively in public without being seen. You know, so there's good places and bad places to put it. Another place you can put it, as I've said, is in your members area in step box format, right? So you could say, you know, step 1, follow me on Periscope, click this button, follow me on Periscope. Step 2, access your training, right? So you're getting all your buyers to follow you on Periscope, which is a great thing to do, right? You're going to be giving them more training, more content, and obviously down the line, probably making offers to them and promoting to them and so on. Something else, again, this isn't what most people do. Most people just throw it on their website and that's it, and they'll be done with it. What you can do is you can actually, Alex, do you want the camera or, thanks for the tips, guys. Yes, you can do that. What you can do is, you see, you're totally throwing me off. You're like kiboshing my show here, dude. What you can do is you can get others to promote your, little button code. So you know that little button code that I showed you, periscope.tv/embed. All right, here's the link, periscope.tv/embed. What you can do with that button code is you can give it to other people and say, look, put this on your website. You could even create a template HTML page. Just go to fiverr.com and have somebody create that for you or create it yourself. And just say, look, get free tips from this guy on this subject. Put that little embed code in and say, look, please, guys, can you put this website? Celebish, thank you for sharing. Could you put this, you know, on your code? Could you put this code on your website? And then you can have other people promoting your Periscope shows in your Periscope profile. Now, of course, in order to do that, you're going to have to incentivize them. People aren't just going to do that for no reason whatsoever and just start putting your code all over the place. But if you incentivize them, say, look, you tell me when you've done it, I'll check the URL, and if you've done it, I'll give you a free gift, I'll give you a free bonus or whatever. So you're getting more traffic that way. It's an easy way for you to get more viewers into your Periscope session. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you some more bonus tips, okay? But we need to get a bit more interactive. I need to see more hearts coming in to make it, you know, give me the feedback that I know it's actually, that you're enjoying this stuff, okay? You're not just sitting there, you're not on the toilet and, you know, stuff's whittering away in the background. You're not just on the train and, you know, some guy's looking down at your phone wondering what all that noise is. And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that guy was on. I don't know, it's some weird British guy yabbering on, okay? So, yeah, you're doing it, friend. Don't worry, dude. If it's on topic, it's cool, but random different like topics. Oh, and by the way, did you know that the quickest way to fix your car is to take it to the garage? You know, if we keep it on point with exactly the type of tips that we're talking about, it's all good, okay? Otherwise, it will distract me. It may distract viewers. It probably won't distract viewers. They've probably got a better capacity to multitask than I do. I've got trouble doing one thing at a time, never mind two. Okay. So, let me just pause for breath here. Let me just take a sup of tea. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. Appreciate it. If you are new, I know we've got a lot of new viewers here. Welcome to you. It's great to see you. I know it's everybody's busy. It's the start of your day. You may have just found me on Periscope. You're like, what the hell was going on? Who is this guy? What's this button about? My name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000, and I'm here to help you with Periscope. There's been a new button released. You can get it over at periscope.tv/embed, and it's a button that you can put on your website so that when you're live, that button will flash red and people click on it, will go live to direct to your live broadcast. Okay, it's an awesome thing. So I'm going to give you some more tips on Periscope here, guys, because you've been good, you've been well behaved, you've been giving me a lot of hearts, you've been sharing a lot. I'm going to give you some more tips, but real quickly, let me just announce the sharing contest winner from the previous show. Every show, I'll either do a sharing contest, right, of who does, you know, people that share get entered into the competition, or I'll do a hearts contest, right? Whoever does you know, gives the most hearts. Last show I did a sharing contest, right? And the winner at random is Dean Henry. Okay, so I don't know if you're watching, Dean. I haven't gone through everybody here that's watching, but I will reach out to you. Ryan A Online, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. The prize for Dean is you are going to get a full endorsement from me to my 5,000 followers on Facebook, okay? As I said, I've been doing internet marketing full-time since the year 2000. I've got thousands and thousands of followers. I will endorse a link of your choice, right? It could be a promo link, could be an affiliate link, could be a homepage, could be your Periscope profile. All you need to do, I get notified here, Trevor, okay? It actually shows me on screen, it says such and such just shared on Facebook, such and such just invited their followers, such and such just tweeted. So I see all that. I frantically jot down the notes, if you can see it here, of who has shared. You probably won't even be able to read that. I can. So on this broadcast, we've had T. Moritz, we've had Rob Temple, you shared a few times. So I've got the list of names, okay, of everybody that shared. Last time, the winner from the last show was Dean Henry. Okay, so I'm going to be in touch with you, Dean. You're going to win that endorsement and blast out to 5,000 of my Facebook followers. Now is a good time to invite your followers, guys, on this show. Okay, if you've not done it already, there's 3 ways to share. Click the little man icon at the bottom of your screen if you're watching live. Obviously, in a replay, you're not going to be able to do that, but you can still share it. Click the little man icon, scroll up a little bit, and you'll see the share button. Click that share button, and you can share on Facebook, Twitter, or you can invite your Periscope followers. Okay, every time you do that, each way that you do that, you've got 3 ways to enter this contest, right? It gives you 3 different entries into this contest to win a promotion out to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. And to give you some sort of indication, that will result in traffic. Hey Keith, great to see you here. Ian shared again, appreciate it. You will get traffic from that, okay? And as long as you're either promoting an offer or it's a squeeze page or something, you will likely, you'll get opt-ins or sales or something, okay? You will get something from it. It's a really good prize. It's not just, you know, something throwaway like, you know, like a $5,000 Rolex, which maybe I'll do that on the next show. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's the winner for last time. Share this right now because I'm going to be giving you a bunch more tips, okay? We're just going to dive into a new, unannounced bunch of tips. Share this right now. Trevor, thank you for sharing. Share it with your viewers right now. Click the little man icon, click the share button, go and share it. I'm going to dive in and give you a bunch more tips here on Periscope, how to get more viewers, how to get more hearts, all this kind of stuff. John Moss, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. If you have just joined late, we're talking about this magic button that you can... Brian Oliver, Keith Riley, thank you to you. Keith Riley. Okay. So yeah, we're talking about this magic button that you can use to get more views on Periscope. Okay, it's the embed button, and it's a button that you can put on your website, and it will tell people if you're live or not on Facebook, on Periscope. They can click on it, and it will take them directly to your show or to your profile page. Okay, you get that magic button over at periscope.tv/embed. Okay, periscope.tv/embed. Okay, let me dive over here into my. I'll have a quick scoop of tea. Hearts for the tea. I'm just going to dive into my tips bin here, my bucket of tips. And I'm going to give you a few more tips on doing... Alex, I am aware of the analytics tool for Periscope. There's some analytics that you can get right now. I know there are third-party apps coming out that will give you more analytics as well. So yeah, I'm just diving into my tips vault here. Just want to choose some cool stuff here. Okay. Okay, thank you for that, Alex. That is cool. I appreciate that. Fullscope.tv. I'll check that out. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what I do before I do a broadcast. Okay. I haven't even written this down. Normally what I do is I get all these different ideas for Periscopes that I'm going to do, and I jot them all down, and I kind of structure it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you what I do before a broadcast, so you can jot this down. Make sure you take notes on this, okay? This is my sort of template that I use before I go live. You'll notice, hopefully, that these Periscopes are, you're getting value from them, you're enjoying them, you're getting the information, they're interactive, they're a bit of fun, but there's planning. TDK, welcome to you. There's planning that goes into that, okay? So... the first thing I'll do is I will pre-broadcast out my my Periscope, okay, my show. I will try and get people to be interested and to know about the show before it goes live. Of course, if you just hit go live on Periscope, you will get an audience, you will reach people, and people just in couch mode surfing through and looking at the different list, whether it's on the map or the list, they'll come and check you out anyway, right? Now, Paul, thank you for sharing again. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, TDK2? Telman, possibly? So I'm just guessing. I don't know. You could be somebody else, but it could be Telman Knudsen is in the house. We already had Mike from Maine on a previous show. So yeah, what I do, the first thing I do is I blast out on my Facebook and my Twitter, right? To make sure that people are aware, right? You don't want to give them too much notice. What I tend to do is say 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'm going live and I give them the subject, okay? So let me just... I'm going to flip the screen again here, and I'm going to follow my own tip and stop talking as I'm flipping the camera. Otherwise, it will cut out. Actually, let's do this as an exercise, right? This time I'm going to continue talking and flip the camera, and you'll see what happens. Okay? So I'm going to continue talking all the way as I flip, and you can see whether or not it stops. Right? It did stop, didn't it? It did cut out some of the audio. Right. So this is what I put out on Twitter and Facebook. Okay, this is one of the examples. Live in 10 minutes, and then I put the subject. Yes, it did say trailer. Cool. And then I put the subject of my show. Newsflash: Periscope unleashes new get viewers button, and then I put the link to my profile page on Periscope. Periscope.tv/Michael Cheney. Now, obviously yours is different, but it's the same at the start. Periscope.tv/ and your username. I also put in a hashtag Periscope. Okay, because that will get more reach on Twitter. So make sure you tweet out before you go live on your show with this kind of thing. I'm going live in 10, then the title of the broadcast, then your URL, periscope.tv/username, and then put hashtag Periscope or hashtag something else if it's relevant to something else, okay? That way you're going to get more followers on Twitter. Give me some hearts if this is new to you and you think it's cool and you're going to use it, okay? Okay, thank you guys. Now what you should also do, let me come over to my, I'm just going to go on Twitter here. Now this is where we're kind of flying by the seat of our underpants a little bit. I'm going to go into my Twitter account just so you can see this. Okay, here you go. Right, so you can see this is done before we went live, right? I'm giving you the example. This is my announcement on Twitter before we went live. Some of you are here because I put this out on Twitter. So it says live in 10 minutes on Periscope. Periscope unleashes new get views button. Periscope.tv/. But you'll notice it also has an image. You are much more likely to be found on Twitter and get clicks and views and all that good stuff if you add an image with your tweet, okay? So you do that very simply. If you've never done it before, you go ahead and you do your tweet, and you click this little media button, and you go ahead. Obviously, I had this Periscope logo that I'd saved, and you add an image. Hearts if that's cool. Cool. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Right, that's going to get you more reach. So that's one of the things that I do. Okay, let me flip the camera here professionally. No sound loss, okay? So that's one of the first things that I do. Sylvia, welcome to the building. Great to see you here. If we've got new viewers, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since 2000. I do almost daily tips on Periscope and how to get more views, more hearts, and more shares on Periscope. John, great to see you here. We've been talking about this live button that you can get that will tell people whether or not you're live on Periscope. It's an embed code that you can get. You add it to your website and people can click on it. It'll go right to your show, or if you're not live, it'll go right to your Periscope profile page. It's a great thing to get you more viewers. You can get it over at Periscope TV, periscope.tv/embed. Periscope.tv/embed. Hey Sylvia, how's it going? Great to see you on here. If you want more daily tips like this, make sure you follow me. Click the little man at the bottom right of your screen, scroll up a little bit and click follow, and you'll be updated on my daily Periscope tips. Okay, so we were then moving on. We've kind of tackled this button. We're now moving on to other Periscope tips to help you get more viewers, followers, and shares. And what I was saying is you want to tweet out, okay? You want to make a post on Twitter before you go live with your show to get more followers, and obviously try and do the same on Facebook and wherever you've got people. If you've got followers on Instagram, whatever, Pinterest, try and get out there and do that, okay? So that's one of the things that I do before I go live. The other thing I do is try and check my setup of camera, right? Check out where the camera is, where the light is. Earlier on today, I did a show and I couldn't do it in my office here because the light sucked. Okay, it was really bright light, but it was too bright, and because I've got blinds here, it kind of gave me like a ziggity-zaggity face. I was like, that's not going to work. Now, if I hadn't checked that out in advance just by turning my camera on my phone, I would have gone live, and it would have been awful. I'd probably have had to move and been on the move and like walking through the house or whatever. It's not the most professional thing. You can do it, and sometimes it's cool to give people a tour. But hey, Celebish, great to see you. It's not always the ideal thing to do, okay? So check your camera setup, check that, you look okay, you haven't got like drool down your face or food stuck on your face, all the kind of obvious things, okay? So that's what I do. I blast out on Twitter. The other thing you want to do, and this is what Alex was mentioning earlier on, is have a thumbnail image, okay? You've got to have a thumbnail set for your broadcast on Periscope. Pinterest, I've got Pinterest on the brain now, having said it. On Periscope. Right, because people are going to see that when they're scrolling down the list of who they can watch and what's going on and what shows are going on right now. There's that little thumbnail, and how that works is the first frame that your camera takes. When you hit go live and you hit that red button and you go live, whatever your camera, your back camera on your phone, your rear-facing camera, whatever that is pointing at, that is going to be your thumbnail. The first millisecond of that. Okay, so you want to make sure you're pointing at something cool and something relevant. Don't just be pointing at your floor. You'll see a ton of these. We'll start out, like this. I'll flip this out. Yeah, some of them like this, like they're just looking down at their phone. It looks absolutely horrendous. Other ones are like this. You see a thumbnail like this. Okay, these are nice UGG slippers that cost about $200, but you don't want this as your thumbnail. Now, if you want to take a screenshot of this and post it on Twitter and say that these are Michael Cheney's slippers, these are the slippers of an internet millionaire, feel free to do that. Just press the screenshot button, you press your home and power button at the same time on your phone, and it'll do a little camera icon will go up on the right-hand side. I'll start to see them float up. Go ahead and do that right now. The power button and the home button on your phone. Go click. There we go. Somebody's taken one. Yes! My slippers are on Twitter. Go and post it. Right, or they'll start, like this, with a tripod, you'll see some random stuff, or they'll be pointing at, just you get the idea. Okay, so you want to have whatever you want your thumbnail to be. You should have that in front of your rear-facing camera when you start. What I do is I just go into images.google.com and I just find a relevant image. You'll see that if you go and check out my previous broadcasts. Obviously, you need to go ahead and follow me to do that. If you're new and you're wanting more of these Periscope tips, click the little dude in the bottom right. Scroll up a little bit when that window pops up and click follow, and you'll be notified of all my future Periscope shows about Periscope, and you'll also check out my replays on how to get more views, shares, and follows with Periscope. So I go into images.google.com, I just find an image that's relevant, and I just point the rear-facing camera at that, and then I start the broadcast, okay? So let me just put this back. I realized for some reason, totally unknown reason, I was still standing up when I've got this in a tripod. So there's other things that you can do. I mean, we could go on at this all day, but I'll probably break this down into more shows. But something else you want to do is get a tripod, right? Like this. Let me just take this out. This is going to be kind of clunky. I'm going to take my phone out of the tripod to show you the tripod. Right, there we go. Flip. So that's the tripod that I use, okay? It's just a little tripod. I've got the angle set up so the phone just sits in here. And some people, when they're doing their thumbnail shots for the beginning, what they will do is they will hold it manually like this. They'll take the thumbnail, then they'll slot it in the tripod. I'm a cack-handed monkey, okay? So whenever I try and do that, and you'll see that in a second, I really struggle to get that sucker in. So what I prefer to do is actually have it in the tripod before you go live. Okay, and then you can you can have the rear-facing camera pointing at the right thing before, and then you don't have to juggle with a tripod. If that makes sense. If any of this is valuable, give me some hearts, or am I just talking absolute bollocks? Okay, some hearts are coming in. Thank goodness for that. Okay, guys, if you're new, let's just give a quick new shout out. Hearts for the tea. Appreciate it, guys. Look at all those multi-coloured hearts. Oh, it makes my heart sing. It makes my heart sing. It makes my heart dance. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're new, type new in the thing and I'll give you a shout out. I'm going to give you one more tip and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay, one more juicy little tip. Let me see here what I can dive into. Hey, Infinite Port, new. You are new. Great to see you here. Must be the meds. Sort of new. Yeah, I saw you the other day. Must be the meds. T. Moritz, hey, how's it going? Okay, I'm going to give you one last tip. Okay, do you want... well, we've got options here, okay? I can give... Let me see what I can choose from here. JJLR, how you doing? Great to see you. Let me see... Do you want stats? Do you want a tip on stats? Or do you want a tip on titles? Chat in the box. If you want titles, type the word titles. If you want a tip on stats, type the word stats. Okay, let's see what wins. Trevor wants a tip on stats. Titles. Oh, it's neck and neck. It couldn't be any closer. Titles, says Ian. Okay, come on guys, what do you want? Do you want a tip on titles? Do you want a tip on stats? To be honest with you, titles is going to get you more viewers. Brian says titles, okay? Titles is what's going to get you the viewers. Stats is kind of looking at, obviously, what's worked retrospectively. Must be the med says titles. Okay, it looks like titles have won. A few things on titles. I said one tip, but I'm just going to give you a couple because I'm kind of like that, right? Keith says titles as well. What you need to do in your titles is keep them under 100 characters, right? Now, the best way to do that is just to go on Google character count. Okay, you get to a website, any website. I use lettercount.com, lettercount.com, and you just put your title in there and then you click count characters. The reason you need it to be 100 or less is when people start sharing your broadcast. All right, and I've asked you to share it, and a lot of you have thankfully shared it, and I really, really appreciate that. I'm grateful for every single person watching, you included, and every single share, and every single heart. Appreciate all the hearts going up, guys. Awesome. You need to keep it under 100 characters, because when you share it, thank you, Sylvia, appreciate it. When you share it, let me just, my pen's run out on me here. If you're wondering why I'm writing down who's sharing, if you've just joined, I have a sharing contest every show, okay? And a winner gets picked at random from everyone that's shared this show to their followers, invited their Periscope, Facebook or Twitter followers, or all three, and gives it three entries, and they will win a broadcast, a promotion, an endorsement from me out to my 5,000 followers on Facebook, okay? You may just do it for the goodness of your own heart, but I'm just saying, if you want to share anyway, that's the benefit potentially that you may get. You may get picked to be a winner. And Dean Henry won from the last show I did. Okay. Anyway, we're talking about the size of your title. Keith Riley shared on Twitter. Must be the Meds invited followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So it needs to be under 100 characters, because when people share it, and you will have seen this right now, when people share it, if it's over 100 characters, it doesn't work, right? You need to actually, the person sharing would need to actually delete some of that description in order to share it, right? Ian's invited. Thank you very much, Ian. Appreciate it. I'm going to add another one to you here. So yeah, you don't want that. If you're asking people to share your Periscope, you're doing a Periscope, say, yeah, share it, guys, and somebody shares it, and then the title is so long that they're having to hit the delete key before they can share it, they ain't going to do it, okay? So that's the reason your title should be 100 characters or less. Is that cool? Is that a good tip? Yes or no? Give me some hearts if you like that one. The other thing I recommend you do in your titles, when you're putting your titles for your Periscopes together, guys, is to use emojis or emoticons. Right now, I typically haven't used these before. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that sends lols and smiley faces and all that kind of stuff. But you need them when it comes to Periscope to stand out. You'll know yourself, if you're going through that list on Periscope, you're scrolling through all those different things that are going on. There's a lot of them that are just text. Hey, want to chat? Hey, Q&A. I'm taking a dump. Come watch me. I'm at work. I'm bored driving to work. Ah, boom. Do you know what I mean? What are these guys thinking? Like, kill me right now. I mean, it's so boring, right? You need a title that grabs people by the short and curlies, rams them right up and says, look, you need to freaking watch this. And the emojis and the emoticons, exactly, must be the meds. That is it, right? That's the goodness right there. When you add these emojis, it will get people's attention. Even if they're just scrolling down, they're not reading what the descriptions are, the words are. Just that emoji pops out, right? So you'll notice I use the same emoji. I use this little green tick at the beginning and the end of my title so that it stands out, so that you'll get to know. We've got a lot of viewers here that have been on many of my shows. We've got a lot of new viewers as well, which is great to see you. But you'll start to recognize that when you see those green ticks, it's a Michael Cheney Periscope show on how to get more viewers, shares and followers on Periscope, right? So you just kind of get used to it. So you want to try and find your own emojis. Sometimes you can mix them up and just use ones that are specific to the type of topic or subject that you're talking about, but it's also good to kind of brand yourself. And don't be too cheesy. I see some of them out there, you know, with laughing faces and all this kind of stuff. And yay, laughing, jokey face, come and join my seminar on, you know, funeral planning. It's like, well, you know, you try and keep it business-like, you know what I mean? If you're targeting business people, if you're targeting, you know, 12-year-olds on, or whatever, that sounds totally dodgy, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying, right? Don't make it look like it's a freaking cartoon, okay? Do something that's going to stand out. Keep it under 100 characters. Okay, guys. That is it for this show. On the next show, I'm going to be talking more about how to get more hearts, how to get more shares, how to get more followers on Periscope. To be notified of that, to make sure, yes, I'm on Twitter, it's just Michael Cheney, okay? Michael Cheney, same handle as it is here on Periscope. If you've enjoyed this, please give me some final hearts. If you've got value from this, I really appreciate it. If you want to be notified and get more tips from me, make sure you follow me right now. Click the little man icon at the bottom right if you're watching live. Scroll up a little bit and click follow. And if you're watching on the replay, obviously you can follow me right away. My name is Michael Cheney. I will see you on the next live show. Peace.